Hello, TJ and welcome back to my new Mastercam tip video. Today we're gonna talk about how we can create a variable pitch helix in Mastercam. Okay, first I want to talk about the standard function for creating the helix in Mastercam. You can find it here. Go to the wireframe and click on this drop down button. You can see there's a function called helix. Okay, we're gonna try this. Click on this. And so here you can see this function allows us to create a helix, but the limit of this function is you can only create a constant pitch. Yeah, you can see this just allows us to create a constant pitch helix, so we cannot do the variable helix like this. Yeah, you can see this is a constant pitch. The pitch is constant. It's not variable. So the question is how we can create a variable pitch helix. Okay, to do that you just go to the home tab here, and we have to use another function, another hidden function in Mastercam that we call the Mastercam add-in. Okay, you go to the run add-in button here and you scroll it down. You will see here, this is what I talk about, the vHelix add-in. I think the vHelix is stand for variable helix or something. You just click on this and this will open a window. Okay, I will delete this one first. Okay, and we run the function again. So this is the window open. You can see variable pitch helix, and this allow you to create your variable pitch helix. Another cool thing is you can also use this function for creating the constant pitch, so it's very useful. You can use this for both job, creating a constant pitch helix, or you can also use for your variable pitch. Okay, you can see here we have a preview for the helix. This one had a top radius of 10 and bottom radius of 10. You can change both top and bottom. You can see we can also create a taper helix. For example, with 20 on the top and 40 at the bottom. So you can see we also have taper here. But in this case, I just want to create a variable pitch helix, so I don't need a taper, so we can keep the top and the bottom radius is the same. Okay, so you can see here this allows us to input the start pitch and the final pitch of the helix. Okay, for example, I want to create a helix with a start pitch of 5 mm for start and about 20 for the last pitch. Yeah, you can see the pitch is changing, and here you can see we have something called revolution that allow you to define the number of revolution you want. In this case I use 10 revolution. Okay, and it will become this. You can see the helix on the screen. Okay, and we can see from the front, you can see this is our variable helix. Sorry, my English is not so good. Alright, I think this pitch is linear increment from 5 to 20. Okay, you can also use this function for creating the constant pitch helix like this. Sorry, I need to change the plane first. Alright, for example, I create a constant pitch with 5 revolution. Okay, so this on the right side is constant pitch, and on the left side is variable pitch. So If you want a combination, you can create one and then move to another one. For example, I want to create a combination like this. Okay. For example, I want to create a 10mm constant pitch on the top with 3 revolution. Okay, so this is a 10mm pitch. Oh, I need to make it in the center. Okay, put it here. So you can see this is a 10mm pitch, constant pitch, and then I make another one from 10mm to 25 like this, and 10 revolution. Okay, or just 6 revolution. Alright, and I make another one from 20 to 50 with 3 revolution. Okay, so here are our 3 helix. The first one is constant pitch, the second and the third one is variable, so we can join them together to make a combination. You can see the helix is start from 0 to 0. It starts from 0 degree. When we look from the top, you see it starts from 0 degree and it ends at 0 degree or 360. So we can join them together very easy. It's the same with this one and this one. So I use a dynamic transform here. I can move this one and join with this one. So, and also I can move this one and I join with this one. So you can see we have a combination between the constant pitch, here the constant pitch, and the second and third one are variable pitch. So when we join them together, we get a combination helix like this. Okay, and now I try to make a solid model. Maybe I'm creating a screw. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Look from the top. Now I create a cylinder. Alright. With a 40 diameter. Okay. We put it here. Make it bold. Change the color. What colors should we use? Okay. And now I make a cylinder. Okay, pick a point here, something around it. Maybe yes. Alright, so we have the cylinder, and now we look from the front. I'm gonna create a circle for sweep. Maybe a 6mm circle. Alright. Now I try making a sweep, solid sweep operation like this one. I select the profile and select the path, so you can see, and cut body. Alright, I keep the solid on the screen. So you can see we just created a variable pitch screw from constant pitch, 3 revolution. Here from here to here is the 10 millimeter pitch, and from here to here, that's a variable pitch. But there's one thing you can see, this mark and this mark. When we join the helix together, you can see here and here, and at the intersection, it had a change in the angle, so we don't have a smooth transition here from this surface to this surface. That's why we have this mark and this mark when we join between two variable helix. When I turn the shading off, so you can see we have it's difficult to see, but it's there. It's a slightly intersection between the helix, because you know it changed the angle. The angle is changing from this angle to another angle, so it's not make a smooth transition. That's why we have the mark, but I think it is okay. This is how we look from the right side. You can see this mark when I turn on the helix. I change the color so you can see from the red to the green, we have a transition, and that's why we have the mark on our model. But it look cool, right? So I just show you how we can create a variable helix in Mastercam that can help you something in when you're creating some simple model. And I also show you how we can create a combination between the constant pitch helix and the variable pitch helix to make this model. Okay, so that's all for today. It's a tip. I think it can help you in the future. Not so complex, it's very simple. Yes, totally simple. So okay, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.